Good evening. You're watching Spotlight San Diego. Do you have any idea what CBD stands for? I can assure you it's not in the same category as LOL, WTF, or SMH. In fact, it has nothing to do with texting. We're talking about hemp oil, which you may not know a lot about, but it is legal in all 50 states and apparently, as we're about to learn, vastly different from medical marijuana. Our next guest is Charles Vest. He is the Vice President of Communications of Hemp Medics PX, and I want to make sure I'm getting this all right. They're going to be presenting a discussion on February 1st at the UT's Successful Living Expo called What's the Buzz About CBD? So here with a sneak preview is Charles Vest. What's the buzz about CBD? Charles, good to see you.
It's my pleasure to be here.
All right, the company is called?
The company is called Hemp Meds PX.
Hemp Meds PX.
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure we get this right.
You were close.
Okay, right. Okay. Hemp oil, medical marijuana. People hear hemp, they think marijuana. Maybe hemp is guilty by association, but yet, from what I've researched, hemp and marijuana, two vastly different sorts of products.
They are, Scott, and the difference could be used with the analogy between oranges and lemons. For instance, they both come from the citrus family, but they're entirely different.
So what is CBD? We're using this term CBD, and I don't know that most of us know what CBD stands for.
Well, CBD stands for cannabidiol, which is the compound that is found in cannabis. And if you look at cannabis, there's two major compounds. There's THC, which is the part that gets you high, and then there's CBD. They both are on totally different extremes. So if you want to get the psychoactive effects of cannabis, you're going to look for high THC. But if you want the healthy aspect of cannabis, you're going to look for as much CBD as possible.
Okay, CBD hemp oil is legal. The company that you work for is a publicly traded company.
Yes.
This is not something, I mean, there are going to be folks who are watching today, they're going to say, I've heard about this, I know what this does. And then there's going to be other folks watching going, I don't know what CBD oil does. So what are the health benefits? Why would someone want to take CBD oil?
That's a good question. Well, first of all, we're deficient in CBD. You know, the last time that we got a cannabinoid, this is cannabidiol, the last time we got a cannabinoid was probably in mom's milk. And so from that point on, we have receptors in our system that are waiting for CBD and other cannabinoids to come in and fill them up. Well, once you get these receptors filled up, then our cells can have the right activity and great things can happen on a health purpose. Like, for instance, you could have anxiety or stress. Well, those receptors are looking for CBD to calm them.
So what kind of products currently might I find? I mean, is it something I might eat, something I might drink? Could I go to a health food store? What would already have CBD in it?
Number one, yes. Number two, yes. Number three, not yet. So I brought a couple products.
Okay, let's find out what some of these products are, because I'm curious to hear about the health benefits of what CBD could do for me.
Well, let's start with a gum. How about a gum that you chew once or twice a day, has 10 milligrams of CBD in it, and there's a U.S. patent for cannabidiol, and that patent is patent 6630507. And it actually is for the study of CBD. And so this has 10 milligrams of CBD that you can get in your
All right, so let me get this straight. I chew this gum.
Absolutely.
Okay, what does it taste like?
It tastes great, like double mint gum.
Okay, I chew this twice a day, and what's good about that? Why would I want to do that?
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you have any stress or anxiety in your life?
Is the Pope Jewish?
Exactly.
I don't know if he is or not, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, of course I do. Come on, man. Of course.
I think he's Polish, but I'm not sure.
No, but you know what I'm saying. Of course, everybody's got stress.
Yes.
Okay, so calming?
Absolutely. So the receptors that are in our brain that are looking for CBD actually have associations with stress and anxiety.
Okay, but not getting high though.
Zero psychoactive effects.
Okay. All right. So gum. Okay, gum.
So there's gum.
All right. Very
good.
good.
And then there's also an actual oil. This is usually seen in situations where there is extreme need for CBD, and there's
what an example of
an extreme need would be, for instance, you might have saw the Sanjay Gupta special on epilepsy and seizures. This is the type of CBD that we would want. This is a very, very potent cannabis oil, and you actually use this syringe without a needle. It goes under your tongue, very small amounts.
Okay, and so okay, so when you have this whole thing, you're not ingesting all this at once.
No, as a matter of fact, it's amazing. About the size of a grain of rice.
Okay, and so you would put this under your tongue, and what does it taste like?
Like what you might find under a lawnmower.
Oh, really?
It tastes like wheatgrass.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, like wheatgrass. Okay,
Yes.
not bad. And again, this would last for a while, right? I mean,
This would last, that's about 2 weeks worth right there.
okay. And one more time, epilepsy or things like that.
Seizures, and there's, we're not making any claims or, any type of diagnosis, but it's been shown to have a great effect on seizures and other disorders.
Okay, very good.
including PTSD and other disorders that are out
Well,
there.
I know we got a lot
because
of
that
veterans
study.
watching and a lot of folks in the military.
So
Okay, very
there's
good.
2 kinds.
Okay.
And then I want to let you know, like on a daily basis, like what would Scott Kaplan use? Well, I would suggest that you take a drop, an eyedropper full of CBD tincture. It tastes great. It has a peppermint flavor to it. And this will give you 10 to 15 milligrams of CBD a day. And you can let us know what type of effects that it has for you.
Do you use any of these products?
This is the one I use every day.
And what have you found? What's different in your life?
Well, for me, it was actually a surprise. I went to my doctor after taking this product for a couple weeks and found out that my blood pressure had been completely, perfectly regulated.
Wow.
And that's unheard of for me. I've had high blood pressure since I was 15.
Okay.
And
So this is a daily product, something you just put underneath your tongue, just one drop.
one eyedropper full a day, tastes terrific, and now you can get CBD back into your system.
Okay. All right.
And that is for you, by the way.
Oh, this is for me.
Yes.
All right.
Now, remember, 0 psychoactive. You won't get high from it, but you can get very healthy from it.
Okay. And again, you take it, and I would then report back to you, is what you're saying.
I'm asking you to.
What would I find? I mean, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to find.
Right.
I would have to take it, try it, and tell you, hey, I've got more energy. I'm sleeping better. I mean, what?
Those are 2 possibilities. You see, we have these receptors that are just waiting to get filled, and it depends on what the challenge is that you have. Maybe the challenge is that you have, pain and aches and different situations going on. Maybe migraines. Maybe you can't sleep. Maybe your kids are having nightmares. These are all the type of testimonials that we've seen from using CBD and getting it back in your system.
All right, this is very interesting because, again, I think people hear hemp meds, they hear the name of the company and they think right away medical marijuana. That's not the business you guys are in. You're not in the marijuana business.
Right.
You're in the hemp oil business.
The CBD business.
Okay,
yes.
so totally different deal. You compared it oranges versus lemons. People will hear more about this and get to understand more about what your company does, about more of what these products do and what are available. What is the buzz about CBD is the name of the discussion that's happening at the UT Successful Living Expo. Tell us about that. It's on February 1st.
Well, it's coming up on Saturday, and so we're going to be there. We're going to talk for about 45 minutes in the main ballroom, and we're going to talk about the value of CBD. Why should we get CBD back into our system? And then we're also going to talk about the history of hemp. Because, back in 1937, there was an act called the Marijuana Act, and that made it illegal to have any type of cannabis, whether it's marijuana or hemp. But with World War II, there was a large group of people that actually shared that we need hemp in our diets, we need it in our lifestyle, and so we were able to make uniforms and things like that from it. And so now hemp was now brought back into the country. For instance, you can find it on your shelf.
And I guess maybe the most important thing to leave everybody with here is that hemp is legal in all 50 states.
We're going to teach that, yes.
Okay.
I have another surprise really quick
Okay,
for you.
go for it.
All right. Now, you've heard of e-cigs, right?
E-cigs,
Okay.
yeah, the electronic cigarettes.
Absolutely. Well, those aren't the most healthy thing for you because they have nicotine in them. How about an e-cig that has CBD, the healthy aspect of cannabis, no nicotine, no carcinogenics, and in a papaya or a strawberry flavor? This is one of the highlights of what we have, and I have that for you as well, an
beautiful.
actual e-cig.
And again, you use this, but no, you're not going to get high.
You're not going to get high.
Right. So this is, but you will what? Well,
you will feel relaxed. You will feel stress relief from it. I call it the shoulder dropper. There you go.
And I like it. And it comes with a USB cable, so you can charge it
Absolutely.
on your computer or in the for an iPhone or whatever.
Yes.
Charles, what a pleasure. Thank you for introducing us to all of what hemp can do. Hemp oil. Successful Living Expo this Saturday, February 1st. The discussion is called "What is the Buzz About CBD?"
Yep.
This was a sneak preview, but I know we'll hear more coming up this Saturday. What a pleasure to visit with you. Thank you so much.
Here.
I will try this, and I will get back to you immediately. And I'm not gonna tell my wife what this is. I'm gonna see if I can calm her down.
Just give it to her at night. You'll find maybe there's other benefits.
Hey, that I need. You know that. You know this. All you guys do out there. Thank you very much.
It's my
Charles.
pleasure.
Pleasure.